Hey guys, how are we all? Welcome to My Way Tarot. This is going to be a general love reading for the sign of Scorpio. This is going to be a weekly love reading, a general love reading, okay guys, for the sign of Scorpio. This can resonate with your sun, moon, rising or Venus sign, so please check out the other available videos on the channel so you get a clearer, more concise picture as what potentially could be happening for your love life in this week. Now, I could be reading for yourself or for your love interest, the one that's on your mind. So please use your own discernment and flip the roles to however this best fits with your situation. But please do not make the story fit. Okay, guys? So let's get into this. What's happening for Scorpio, please? Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus for love for this week. Angels of Love and Light, clear, concise messages for what's happening with Scorpio, please. Okay, let's dive in. Let's have a look. Scorpio. Whoop. Whoop, that wanted to come out. Okay, so with the Queen of Cups upright, we have the Page of Wands in reverse with Temperance energy, so Sagittarius. You could be dealing with a Sagittarius, or you have it strongly on your chart, or maybe your person does. We do have water and fire here on the table. Okay. Oh, wow. 5 Pentacles. The Magician. 2 more for Scorpio, please. Okay, Scorpio, 2 more. Okay. Wow, we have the High Priestess here. And we have the King of Cups. Oh my days. We have the King and the Queen of Cups on the table together. We have a pair. We have a match. We have a love connection here. True soulmate bond, true love. Wow, let's get into this. Bottom of the deck, we have the 4 of Cups. And this is fascinating to me because I literally just did Sagittarius' reading, but obviously kind of cleared the energies, etc., what I needed to do for each reading. And the High Priestess has come out in the exact same place in the middle here at the bottom 3. So this is absolutely fascinating to me, and I've just looked up and seen 222 on the clock, which is crazy because it's just like having trust and knowing that everything's eventually working out for either you or your love interest, or for both of you, obviously, if it's pertaining to a mutual love connection, which I feel like this is very strongly. So we have the Magician here. We have Gemini, we have Virgo energy and Scorpio energy with this Magician. So you are here present on the table. We have Cancer here with the High Priestess. We have more water energy, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces with the King of Cups and the Queen of Cups. We have Earth energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn with the 5 of Pentacles, and fire energy here with the Page of Wands in reverse, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. And we did have a brief see of the Temperance energy as well. So I feel like there is a reconciliation as of coming into play. There's definitely a reconciliation of a very strong soulmate connection, past life, spiritual connection, wanting to be manifested. Okay. So what I'm feeling here is that there could potentially be children involved. So either you or a love interest could be dealing with a third party and they have children with this other person, this other situation, but they are basically fantasizing about being with you and they're leaving this other person out in the cold, or potentially they've been left out in the cold by this other person who's been incredibly emotionally immature and very unreliable, very just not a very nice person, I'm getting. And so therefore this person has decided to turn their back on this whole situation, and they're wanting to communicate passion towards you, and you kind of intuitively secretly know that some sort of communication is going to be brought into you, but it's about being patient and waiting for this heartfelt conversation to come through for the two of you. You know that they have passion for you, this person, and you know on some level that they want to communicate, but potentially they may have their tail between their legs as of right now, maybe feeling a little bit insecure about the idea of communicating to you how they feel about you, especially if they put you out in the cold previously with one way or another. if they may have rejected your advances or they weren't as emotionally available to you previously, they want to change that around, because, you know, it's really cold out here and we've got the winter season coming up. You know, the fall and autumn period is only going to last so long, isn't it? So they don't want to get into this kind of winter period for the next few months, depending if you're in the southern or if you're in the northern hemisphere, obviously, however this resonates. They, regardless, do not want to be out in the cold because they have these deep feelings for you, and no, they have not communicated to them, or if they have, they haven't been taking it as seriously as potentially you may have wanted them to display their feelings towards you. So potentially you could be not seeing eye to eye as of right now, because you kind of have your backs to each other, but one person's definitely more focused in the now in relation to the connection, and there's another person who's more focused on self and kind of potentially looking at the past and comparing what may have been in the past of what could have been and what may have been and what might not have been, and etc. And there's a lot of questions. But regardless of whoever this is for, I feel like the ball is very much going to be in your court, especially if you're sitting here as this high priestess energy and the magician. You're seen very powerfully by this other person. Like, you're seen as a very powerful person, you know, a master manifester. You are very knowledgeable of the unknown, the unseen, that type of thing, and you're incredibly intuitive, most likely a healer of some sorts, maybe even a tarot reader or a Reiki healer I'm getting, maybe into crystals, astrology I'm getting, that type of thing. And I feel like you and this person is like, you knew on a soul level that you and them had an eternal bond here. I'm getting drawn to this kind of infinity symbol here. Like, you kind of knew that what is meant to be will be. You know, what goes around, where it goes around comes around, but what is meant to be is what meant to be. And like, you were very pure and most likely in your intentions towards this person. And the reason I'm saying this is so interesting to me, because I'm getting drawn to these colours of these robes that these people are wearing. And, you know, I'm taking you as to being this, potentially this Queen of Cups energy, just focusing on you, being very calm, trying to stay calm. There may be a bit of upheaval and chaos coming in, or a transition of sorts that is being manifested, that's being brought in. But you've been very clear on setting your intentions about what it is you want for yourself, what you want, you know, to be happening for you and around you. And it's like there's this kind of mix of these two white cloaks and then these two robes, sorry, and then obviously these two bluer kind of robes over here. So potentially your person may be incredibly intuitive, the same as you, and you're both manifestors. You're both very very powerful people. And I feel like you kind of both know this, but you don't kind of know this. I know that sounds really kind of weird to explain, but there's definitely so much love here between the two of you. And there's most likely been a period of time where either one of you or both of you have felt rejected at some point, and there's been some sort of rejection. But if either of you have tried to move on, you've not been able to move on away from each other. You've both kind of been hankering on for the past for this pure love. Oh my gosh. You've both been hankering for each other, realizing that there isn't any other option apart from the pure love that you have between the two of you, Queen and King of Cups, with this love, with the Magician and the High Priestess. I mean, really, guys. You both know what you both have, but it's just not necessarily materialised as of yet. Like, it's been shown to be in lack. Like, the communication has been lacking. There's been, the feelings have been lacking. There's been ungroundedness to do with the connection. You know, but justice is going to be coming in for you both here. Libra energy with the Justice card, and someone is going to speak their truth, or maybe you both are here with the King of Swords. A truth needs to be spoken on the fact that you've both been missing each other. You both want a reunion, you both want a reconciliation. You know that the connection between the two of you is incredibly significant, and that there most likely this lack of confusion, like lack of communication, because there's been confusion about whether someone wanted to stay single or to actually be in a particular relationship. Maybe you may have both seen this connection between the two of you as very confusing and very high maintenance. So potentially that could also be a reason why you've both got your backs towards each other. It's not because you want to, but it's like this could have all felt like way too much to actually cope with and deal with, but you're both watching each other and not making any plans to move on forward. But something drastic is going to happen where movement will definitely need to be taken place. And someone's going to most likely confess their truth and speak up on their feelings because they just can't keep themselves hidden anymore, because they may have felt safe to stay in a particular place, as it were, and they're realizing that they just don't like being stuck in limbo land anymore. And so therefore they're going to break free and reveal the feelings here, with the moon being in reverse, and to say, look, I know that you and I have something, but I haven't necessarily been able to let go of you. They've not been able to let go of you, and you haven't been able to let go of them, and that you both want something so much more between the two of you, because all you're doing is fantasizing about the idea of being together. But you're being withdrawn from each other at the same time. It's like you're both wanting this and wanting these changes, but there's no communication. Like everything's done, you know, behind the scenes. Everything's kind of done in what you don't see, and you're having to have this massive amount of trust and faith in knowing that eventually everything will turn out to how you want it to turn out. But they definitely put you on a pedestal, and maybe you've put them on a pedestal, because you both don't want to settle for anything less, because you know what it's like to be outside, you know, rejected potentially by other people who may have treated you like an option and didn't necessarily have the best of intentions for you. But this is an absolutely beautiful spread. Yeah, they see you, there's the truth. They want to reconcile, they want to heal things, and they see you as wifey material, hubby material, spouse. They want this. This is the truth. This is the breakthrough. This is the clarity that you've been wanting. You've been working on yourself. Your person's working on themselves. This is all to do with self-esteem, getting grounded, getting stable, balancing your kind of material world with your emotions, being able to speak your truth, having this major healing of inside and out, I'm getting. And having this acknowledgement and truth that there is the real love between the two of you, and that you can't let go of one another. And yeah, there may have been a period of time where you ghosted this person, or your person ghosted you, or you both walked away from the connection because it was just too intense. The feelings were too much. Like the love is there, but that felt like it was too much. I was kind of saying something along that line earlier, but you both wanted peace. You both wanted peace, so maybe you felt like it was all too much to kind of, you know, it's like the right person, wrong timing type thing, I want to say. But either both of you, either you or your person, or however this resonates, is just trying to get the courage, as of right now, to eventually grow up a little bit, get themselves out of the cold, because yes, they are out in the cold most likely, or you are, however this resonates, but it's having that change in perception that you can get yourself out. Like these two people, you know, they can get themselves inside of that church whenever they like. They can walk themselves in there to get into the warm. See, this person sees the pathway, they see that the light's on, that it's available for them to go in, but the other person in front who they're with, you know, has their head down. They're not looking at that. They've completely missed the window of opportunity to get inside and get warm. Potentially they're just kind of stuck in their own feelings, or stuck in their own what have you. But this person wants a reconciliation here with a judgment card. Look at that. Second chance, forgiveness, acceptance. Potentially if they put you in a third party, they want to tell you that they were out of their depth in that situation, and that they want to fix things between the two of you. regardless of how slowly, gently, however, they want to fix it. So let's find out what's going on with this Magician for Scorpio, please. Scorpio, Magician. Why is the Magician here, please? Magician, why are you here? Whoop! Oh my gosh. Wow. Temperance, Sagittarius energy. We saw that they want to manifest a reconciliation. There's no movement showing as of right now. But just because there's no movement as of right now doesn't mean that they don't want it. They do want it. Look at that with the Knight of Cups. They do want it. It doesn't look like on the outside in your own kind of 3D world right now that they don't want it. They absolutely do. Don't let them fool you. They have been very much up in their head about the whole thing. They know most likely you have competition, especially if you've blown up and you've just decided, look, you're turning your back away from people who are just kind of in for shallow relationships, but potentially your person feels that you have options. They don't know because they haven't communicated to you about their feelings, but also where you stand in relation to your connection with them. So how are they to know that you are turning your back on these kind of, you know, relationships that aren't really going to be going very far, that you actually want a two-way love, you want long-term husband, wife, spouse material, that you want the long-term family, you want the marriage, you want the kids, you want that you're not really interested. Yes, you have those particular options available to you, most likely, who are very, very interested, but they don't have the same intentions. They don't have the good intentions for you, and you're putting them outside in the cold because you're waiting on someone who is going to treat you equally, who's going to take your feelings into consideration, who's going to be caring, who's going to be loving, who's going to be fair, who's going to be non-judgmental. Looking for someone who actually is going to help you feel loved and secure in yourself. You're not dealing with a load of drama. You don't want that. Anybody coming across to you as if they've got lots to offer, but actually they have nothing at all. You're not interested. And then the fact we have the Knight of Cups with the Queen of Cups and the King showing up. This person, if they come back towards you, which they most likely will, they are most likely in King or Queen energy, but they may appear to you as a Knight first, because they want to take things slowly, because they haven't fully got their confidence up as of yet here with the Leo card with the Strength in reverse. They haven't fully got their mojo, I'm getting. But they will. They absolutely will. They're completely besotted with you. They want to definitely take you out. They have loved you for a very, very long time. But they have been fearful of your rejection. So potentially they even self-sabotage the connection by walking away. You may have even felt for the longest of time, like, why did this person walk away? And most likely they walked away is because they felt like, oh, well, I might as well walk away because this person isn't going to want the same thing as me. So I might as well, like, cut it off before it even starts. You may have even felt like, well, this relationship or situationship or friendship or whatever you want to call it didn't even get a chance to get off the ground. And this person's most likely, with the time in your separation, has acknowledged the fact that actually it's them that shot themselves in the foot, because you would have been open and willing to have actually moved the connection forward. But they needed the time to be able to figure it out, that they actually want the celebration with you. They knew that you and them could have something so much more, but potentially they didn't feel like the confident, strong person that they wanted to be. They were interested the whole entire time, but they never made the move, and they cut it off before it even got a chance to get off the ground. What else here for the Magician? And you may have been very let down by that, but justice is coming in your favour. Magician. Now, do I take these? No. Magician, that was my fault. Yeah, they're dealing with, they can't let something, they want something to manifest between the two of you, but all I'm getting here is that they've got most likely a third party situation or interferences from other people that are preventing them from moving forward towards you, or that's what may have prevented them from previously showing you their care for you, and they felt out of their depth in that situation. They were interested, but they just felt like they couldn't pursue you. Why is the Magician here? Gosh, why is the Magician here? Oh. Marriage, the Hierophant, the Taurus energy. Things are up in the air as of right now. They're not communicating to you that they want the same as you. They want long term, they want marriage. But they need to break free from difficulties. Most likely could be dealing with a Capricorn, from a toxic cycle. They're getting away from that. They're healing themselves with the Star, Aquarius energy. Potentially they're healing selfish behaviours that they may have had previously, so that they can come forward and have a passionate new beginning with you, because you are most likely their Empress. They see you as potentially the mother or the father of their children, and they want to settle down with you. Why is the High Priestess here? Oh my gosh. The Emperor, Aries energy. You could be dealing with a Divine Masculine, potentially, or you know that this is your person. Could be just dealing with an Aries. Why is this High Priestess here, please? High Priestess here for Scorpio. Why are you here? What's been hidden? What is hidden? Why are you here? Who are you representing? Oh, Ten of Swords. Oh my gosh, yeah, you know that somebody's gone double tens, 10, 10, power numbers. You should be looking these numbers up, or you could do. Obviously, you don't need to should or anything, but it would be a benefit to you to look these up. But there's a massive completion of a cycle that you know that somebody's been very hurt, potentially finishing off old karma here. This is a bad karma card here with the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Somebody's been very heartbroken, had a lot of difficulties, most likely you have with your person, but you both know that there is the past life connection, soulmate, spiritual situation between the two of you here with the Six of Cups. And that they want to be there with you and give you this truth that they've been stuck in another cycle that hasn't been of serving to them. You may have felt like all the pain that they've gone through, especially if you have a very deep soulmate connection. You've just felt their pain, especially with being this kind of like empath energy here. Yeah, confusion. This person was very much confused. They were up in their head and they're trying to get themselves out of it. Maybe they were in fantasy land. Maybe they kind of thought, oh, well, you know, this person, meaning you, is not going to want the same as them. You know, it's just going to be a pipe dream. They won't want things with me, so I'm going to hold off on the communication as of right now because I'm going through a lot. They're not interested. And you may have known on some sort of level that potentially they didn't feel enough for you. So that could be another reason you may have stayed back from them, because they didn't necessarily have their confidence up as of yet. Yeah, they definitely want this reunion here with you with the Six of Cups, and they want karmic justice to come in. Libra energy, more signs of marriage. That you may even be, yeah, this is spiritual marriage. They want to come forward towards you and give you some sort of news. High Priestess, please. It's too many, I can't take all of that. High Priestess. Why is the High Priestess here? I'll take one more and then that's it. I'll move on to the other cards because otherwise the readings get too long. King of Wands in reverse. Yeah, you. I'm getting this sense of you knew, or your person kind of knew that they may have had the interest and the passion for you, but they weren't open and honest, and they weren't showing of this passion that they had for you. Potentially they may have had issues with being with a bit of a player, a bit of a flake previously, commitment issues, and they may have actually said to you previously that they weren't the commitment type, or potentially for you not to wait for them, or for not to consider them because, you know, they were too immature. And this could have really hurt you potentially because you didn't want to leave this person, maybe. That most likely that they would be breaking promises, and that would be the truth of it. But the truth is that they wanted this union with you the whole entire time, but they felt restricted in themselves or whatever situation that they were dealing with. And they did want this love between the two of you, but it just feels like it's the right person but the wrong time, you know. And that they would have just broken your heart and had a load of empty promises, or broke your promises, if they were staying in the behaviour that they were previously. You know, this is fire energy, like, and air. They would have just broken your heart if they had continued the way that they did previously. So you could have just turned your back on them. But obviously this is, you know, take what you feel resonates and kind of leave the rest. This person may have been very immature and thought the grass was greener elsewhere by doing all these other different things, you know, but it wasn't true. Wasn't true. So let's look at the Island Time Wellness Love Oracle cards and see what's going on for Scorpio here, please. Wow, but look at these mages on the table. I mean, goodness me. Magician, High Priestess, Temperance, the Hierophant. These are like spiritual gurus here. I mean, wow. And Justice is coming in for you too. I mean, we saw the Libra energy as well. Absolutely amazing. They definitely see you as their person. Yeah, Dragonfly. Be light-hearted, finding out things coming to light, adapt, change and heal. Well, that's what you've been doing. You've been working on yourself, and so is your person. Photograph, looking at your photos, missing you, nostalgia, make new memories. All this person can do is think about you. You've both been hankering for each other. Both been wanting this exact same thing, but it's just not been communicated as of yet. This person, when they do come back around for a reconciliation and they take you out, you're going to be so shocked. You're not even going to be like, you're like, are you even the same person? You won't even recognise them. Most likely, if you've definitely been away from each other for a very long period of time, I'm getting a few years, or maybe if you haven't spoken in years, or you haven't seen each other in years. So you have this kind of comparison of what this person was like a few years ago when you last saw them or properly spoke to them, to then when you do eventually meet up. It's literally, you're both going to see each other as so different. You would have changed so much, but all they can do is look at your photo, and all you can do is look at their photo, hankering at the past, replaying the events of the past. Oh, could I have done this differently? This should have been done differently. But you will eventually both have the opportunity to have this conversation with each other. Oh, there's two cards there. Yeah, look at that. Indulgence, working on yourself here with the Hammer card, wanting to fix it, wanting to fix things. There's the love between the two of you, and it's interesting because this kind of came out reversed here, right, on top of the King of Cups. So potentially the masculine energy, doesn't necessarily have to be. This person wasn't working on themselves previously, and they sabotaged the connection because potentially they didn't feel like they had healed enough, or they had done enough. Even though they had the deep feelings for you and they didn't show themselves, they sabotaged the connection between the two of you when actually they loved you. Oh my God, I can't even make it up. I've literally just said about not being enough, and then the next card underneath is not enough. They loved you, but they felt like they weren't enough. And then they ran away from the connection, even though that they knew the stability and the love was between the two of you, and they may have gone off in another direction, and they were met, unfortunately, with potentially a snake-like energy, rather than making the healthier choice and having the stability by coming forward towards you. They sabotaged the connection, even though they had all of this love for you. Damn. Wow. And they miss you in separation. Thinking about you, yearning, unsure of the future. You know, guys, can't make it up. You know, you see me shuffling all these cards. Right, what's happening for romance angels for Scorpio? But everything will come to light very, very soon, and maybe sooner than you're not, a lot sooner than you're expecting or potentially expecting. But it's good to have expectations, but also it's good to not have expectations. So it's like you kind of know in this truth that the solidarity of your connection and what it is and how important it is and the bigger picture of it. But then it's like not having the expectation of the particular timeline of how it happens, when it happens, why it happens, etc. It's just going with the flow and being open and receptive to what's happening. And I feel like that is really going to be of benefit to you by just kind of letting things be, or your person letting things be, and just kind of saying, look, universe, can you just step in here and help us out? Like, what's going on with Scorpio? Oh my gosh, release the X. The time has come to clear your energy. So potentially you or your person are releasing an ex, a third party, most likely as of right now. Very soon, don't fret. Clearly decide what you want so it comes to you now. I mean, yeah. Let go of control issues. And that's literally what I just said. Allow the situation to unfold naturally. That's what I literally just said. Just say, hey, universe, can you just help a girl out, help a guy out? Can you just fix this for us, please? Like, fix it. And it's happening. It is happening. Oh my days. Calling in your soulmate. Your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together. So if you are dealing with a divine counterpart, twin flame, I call that as a high level soulmate card here. Yeah, everything is happening when it's meant to happen, the time it's meant to happen, because there's a spiritual path in relation to your connection with religious factors. It's influenced by religious path and spiritual path. Well, we know. And we got that here with this kind of hierophant, which is to do with education and religion as well. One more for Scorpio, please. Oh my gosh, that song's just come out in my head. I was looking at this card. I'm all out of love. I'm so lost without you. I knew that you're right. Something for so long. I can't sing. I'm not trying to sing, by the way, guys. I'm just what is that song? I'm all out of love. I'm so lost without you. I knew that you were right. Been waiting for so long. That's the song that's just literally come into my head. And oh my gosh, past life relationship. As I say that, you know each other before. Maybe that song is significant for someone. They send that song to you to let you know that actually they really do miss you, that they are making changes. Yeah, the passion is there. Allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. And then bottom of the deck, soulmate. Yes, this is your soulmate. Well, we got that, didn't we? We kind of knew that was the case between the two of you. So let's look at the Soulmates in Separation, unspoken love messages, and see what either your person wants to say to you or what you would like to say to them. Okay, guys? So obviously, because we have cross watchers here, and you guys are obviously welcome. So if you're dealing with an air sign, a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, what wants to be said for either you or your person? Ooh, straight out. I am lost in this world without you, it gets lonely. Oh my God. Oh my God. I literally just said that in that song. Oh my God. I'm all out of love. I'm so lost without you. I'm lost in this world without you. It gets lonely. I knew that you're right. Been waiting for so long. Lost without you. Lost in this world without you. Oh, I just got goosebumps. Oh, crazy. Oh, okay, I need to calm down a little bit. Oh my gosh. I don't know what's going on with these readings, but it's just, there's massive things that are happening. Just get kind of taken over. Taken over? That's not even a thing. took over. Something, yeah. Oh, God, I don't even know. Right. I was dishonest with you and myself. I lived one big lie. Wow. Well, feelings were very much kept to themselves, and potentially they denied their feelings for you, and denied the connection. But it's undeniable. It got to a point where it's like, look, okay, you and I both know that the grass ain't greener elsewhere. You know that you and I are meant to be together, and we need to sort it out. You might have been like, see each other in dream state and just kind of meet up and just like meet on this bridge or whatever and just talk to each other and just say, look, can we just have a conversation here? Like, can we just get our act together? Like, you love me and I love you, and we got to sort this out. Enough playing all this rubbish. I know that we have got to get there in divine timing, etc., and be patient, but you and I both know where it's at. Let's stop playing. Oh my gosh. If you're dealing with an earth sign, let's carry on with this. A Taurus, Virgo, or a Capricorn. What wants to be said from either you or your in love interest? Wow, okay, well, 2 different cards. I missed out on something so good. The next person who you allow into your life is lucky. I hope we can get back together and pick up where we left off. Now, if you're dealing with a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, what wants to be said? Oh, straight out. I miss you more now that we are apart. I still feel your presence, your energy around me. I'm scared you will not accept me now. Wow. Lastly, if you're dealing with a fellow water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, the energy is... Ooh, straight out. I should have listened to my intuition. Well, we know that there with the High Priestess sitting there. One more. I kept the wrong company around who interfered with this beautiful connection. Now, regardless of whichever sign that you're dealing with, the overall energy is this. Hurting you was not the plan. Wow. So that could really resonate for someone. Okay. And then the next card was, I wish I could have been emotionally available and let you in. So anyway, guys, that is the end of the reading. I hope that you have enjoyed, and I hope that it resonated, or even parts of it resonated. If you did enjoy, please like, share and subscribe. Leave us a comment. I greatly appreciate it. If you do subscribe, hit the notification bell so you guys get an alert as to when I post another video for you all. I hope that you have a really good week, and I will be potentially putting up bonus readings. Either that, or you guys know I post quite regularly now for weeklies in relation to love. So hopefully you have a good week, and we'll speak to you again soon. So take care and bye for now. Thanks.